We going now.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we give all praises, honor, and glory to
YAHAWAH,
bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Tasha's truth will well, salutations to hopeful elect, Christmas truth and honesty and sincerity. We're the brothers out of GMS Kansas City camp, coming after to prophesy another week in, week out. Downfall of America, Babylon the Great, which is clearly evident is happening, man.
Right.
And right now, man, y'all really got to be built up in the faith. Trust in the process that we are going to be okay, man. All right, because New Orleans just went ahead and passed that law right now. You can't go into bars, restaurants, gyms. You can't go no motherfucking where unless you can go show proof that you're negative in the test, or you got to have the thing, you know.
Yep.
So and that's going to be nationwide, and pretty soon it's going to be, hey, look, you can't just show a negative test. You got to have the thing. Period. That's what it's going to come down to, man.
Out there in San Fran, they doing that too. They mandated it pretty much. You got to show it. Also, Cali, some places, well, Cali, San Francisco, same shit. Also in Canada, I heard that now you gotta, in order to travel on air and like interstate travel, you gotta show that, that receipt, man. Because like because what happens is they don't want like a paper copy because you can easily forge documents.
Right.
So they want to make sure that you have something that's in you, so therefore they'll be able to detect it. And like y'all know what the Most High is doing? You know, any other time Jake kind of wiggle out of shit. Most High ain't gonna allow niggas to plan out this shit, bro. You either gotta have it or you don't, because your faith is surely gonna be dependent on it, man. Because you know, Jake be finding out ways. Jake got fake insurance cards, fake IDs. Jake got fake all types of shit, man. Jake's whole life is just supplanted. But it's coming to a time now, like, bro, the text message I sent y'all, he said, look, the chick was like, look, man, we need something that's gonna be in depth, so therefore people do not falsify this shit. And dude said something about the you know what. He said 3.5 weeks, just watch.
Right, yeah. Because, hey, they're gonna have to, right? Because they can forge those fucking cards. Right now, you're gonna take the crap. They give you what a Waters card, right? You go get the damn card. That shit's so damn easy to copy. A nigga can go home and scan that shit, print it, and paste it on some damn tough hard paper, and they got it. So you can easily forge that shit. So they're gonna have to find a way to say, to prove that you got it, right? And that goes right into what the Pentagon came out with just a few months ago. The Pentagon came out with the thing to track, you know, the you know what in your blood system. So it's we here, man.
That's right.
They about to fuck. Hey, by the end of this year, we about to see. We very well may see that fucking thing be pushed more and more and more on television, man, by the government.
Well, you know what the apostles said to them? You remember a while back, like back in 2007 when they came on YouTube, they said that people like celebrities and stuff like that was gonna start pushing this stuff. Now, hey, look who's doing it. Jake is pushing the hell out of this shit. You got niggas, Juvenile. You got this guy, what's this nigga's
Max
name?
that thing up.
Yeah. What's the other nigga name from down south? Yeah. Simp Thug.
Yeah, Simp Thug.
Simp Thug.
Simp
This guy
Slug.
was, pushing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And all forth.
Sorry, Quack, pushing that.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, you're not a man.
He's a
of the
nigga.
Lord. You're not a man of the Lord, bro. You took that.
He's in the world.
Yeah, you're not a man of the Lord. You just sealed. You ain't gonna make. You're gonna be destroyed. Okay, you apostles, they all the high hopes they have for you. You're done. All right.
Yeah.
All right. You're not of the elect. You're not a man of the Lord, because you know what? What's gonna happen is when you took that, you're gonna take the know what too.
Oh, he gonna be convulsing to it soon in a minute. We're gonna see Tazariak in video. He's gonna be.
I believe in the Lord.
No,
Yeah,
nigga.
There's a movie come out, a show, if y'all brothers had seen it, I think it's called Transcendent Man or something like that, but it goes into the technology of what's been leading up to the MOTB, and they were talking about how they have nanobite technology that they were to make as small as a blood cell. So it makes sense that these motherfuckers right now, but they tell you that it's nanotechnology and the thing, so these motherfuckers got robots swimming in their damn bloodstream. Hey, they can attack your brain to where you can't even make wise decisions for yourself anymore. To force you to go take that shit, man.
Well, that's what they were saying. Like operate. Like if you read some of the articles, like a lot of them doctors that defected from the 3-letter word, we know we gonna say DCC. That defected from that. A lot of them were bringing out how this technology that luciferase, which goes into light, but also there was nanotechnologies in you. Basically, you're not yourself. They can control it. Because these particles are like basically tiny algorithms that can be controlled. So if you can control certain algorithms, that means that you can take over a person's mind. And that's why I believe that when they turn the towers on, people are going to start to turn up, man. Because that test they did, I don't know, did y'all guys get a notification last week or this week of that test shit? I didn't get one. I didn't get it either. The FEMA supposed to have been testing something like a 220.
Like an emergency.
Yeah,
something.
emergency shit. I didn't get shit. You know, but through the spirit, man, if they're testing these shindigs, then
Getting ready for something.
Yeah.
They're preparing for something.
Yeah, and then that's what that movie Cell is about. Y'all saw that movie called The Cell? With what's this guy's name? The nigga that played in 2012.
Vincent D'Onofrio?
No. His name is Ben Cusack or some shit.
John Cusack?
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay.
And it was basically about
He was in the Utopia too.
Yeah, him. It was actually
Mr. Rabbit.
Mr. Rabbit. Kill. Which Mr. Rabbit was based on Bill Gates, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, he was in the movie, and then it started off in the airport, and all of a sudden, people started like just turning into like fucking madmen, killing themselves and stuff, and just going nuts. And then dude like, no, it's because of the cell phones. You know what I'm saying? So they show you that something or somehow they're gonna do to turn all these people up, because hey, these people are all Maxine watered up, man. Because they gonna want to go to bars and shit. They gonna want to go to clubs. And the fact that Esau can hold mirth over your head for you to really go down there and commit suicide shows a lack of faith of the people, man.
Right. This is Proverbs chapter 24, verse 19. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be thou envious at the wicked. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out."
John, so hey, you can't worry about the wicked man and all these things that's coming out. You gotta have faith that the Lord's gonna shut all this shit down eventually. Yeah, it's gonna be a season. We all deserve to be fucking tried, man. We've been living deliciously in this wicked ass kingdom for how long? So yeah, you're gonna be put to the test. You're gonna be hungry for a minute.
That's right.
But it's only gonna be for a minute. Okay? We're gonna get through that shit, man. You gotta be, because it's gonna be stages to it. At first, these people are gonna be comfortable that are complying. But it's gonna come a time where they're gonna shut all that shit off unless these people agree to go to a damn FEMA camp. And if they ain't with that, they shutting their shit off.
Yeah, you're done. Well,
So
you heard what
you're
Biden
finished.
said. Biden said it. He said, well, look, man, he's thinking about mandating interstate travel. You got to have to travel through interstate. So if you want to go from here to St. Louis or Illinois, they're going to have checkpoints set up. And that was the whole concept of what they call a toll booth. A toll booth was getting people mentally acclimated to be stopped on the highways by state patrol, man. So So when you want to go from city to city or state to state, they're going to have a checkpoint at the borders. So
check for the
see if you got
chip.
the thing. And if you ain't got the what's the name, then they're going to say, well, you can't cross, man.
That's right. Yep.
This is a little bit more. It said, "Fret not thyself because of evil man, neither be thou envious at the wicked. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out."
It said, "Be not envious to the wicked," means don't be jealous about all the delicious shit that the wicked's about to be living.
Right,
with,
yeah, kind of.
You know, because they gonna be comfortable.
Yep.
These motherfuckers gonna be getting a lot of stimulus money for agreeing to that shit. But like we said, that shit's just temporary. Because once this shit crashes and the economy crashes, they shutting everything off, man. And you got to go take the MOTB to function. And if you take all the MOTB, then you're the perfect slave. Right. Then what? You got to comply with all the ward standards. You got to comply with the draft. You can't run. They can track your ass down no matter where you go.
Manchurian candidate. And not only that, the Most High gonna kill your ass.
God.
That's right.
The Most High gonna
That's
smoke
the
you.
worst. Yeah, that's
Right.
right.
That's the biggest thing.
So we're going to come on top of that time because we're not going to have no fucking tracking devices in our bloodstream or in our damn hand.
Right.
So the Lord going to be, the men of the Lord going to be living okay.
That's right.
We're going to be stumbling across doomsday bunkers. They're going to be trying to figure out where the fuck we at. You can't find these motherfuckers, man.
Hey, because scripture say, wait ye on the Lord. Key is wait on the Lord. Don't do nothing. Look, keep doing what y'all been doing and wait for the Lord to give you the move, man. When you go hasty, that's when you start to make mistakes, because when you go ahead of the gun, anxiety, that's natural for any man. When you anxious in the ring, you're going to start getting your ass whooped, man.
That's right.
You know, and these people, they finna be anxious as hell because they realize that they went down there and got jabbed up just to get locked back down. Like how stupid
Right, yeah.
you gonna take a fucking vaccine.
What's the point?
They say 70% of people already got it. So why is there a need for a lockdown? Why is the need for a mask?
Right.
These people are
They
stupid.
playing with you, man. We told you stupid dummies that.
Right.
You bunch of idiots.
Yeah, retarded, man. It's just like when I went to Colorado, met my father and shit. He took the fucking, you know, the shadig. This nigga walking around the house with a goddamn mask on his face, man. But I thought
He wasn't even sick, huh?
Yeah, wasn't even.
They don't have any faith, bro. They don't. You can see they have
So he
no
worried
faith.
about me getting him sick. I should be worried about you.
Right.
You walking around here thinking that this fucking piece of cloth is gonna protect you.
Yeah.
This piece of paper is gonna protect you. And you're actually concentrating the particles in your mouth more. Because now you're restricting the airflow. It means the air is gonna come in stronger from the top and the bottom. You're taking in more germs having that shit on, man.
Brothers, man. That's why, hey, our families, they not gonna make it, man. You gotta get it in your mind that your mother, father, sister, brother, your woman, they all might die.
Yep.
They're gonna be destroyed because they don't have the will of the Lord on them, man. And you know what? The quicker you motherfuckers die, the better, man. Honestly. And I was just thinking of that yesterday, man. The quicker the Most High get rid of you people, you become a distant memory. Because I'm to the point, man. I'm tired of my family, man. I don't want nothing to do with them niggas, man.
Right.
All right, I don't want to have shit to do with you. All y'all took Maxine Waters, and y'all still out talking shit. And I told every last one of you clowns what they were gonna do, and what y'all do. We don't nobody know that. Y'all do everything. Y'all do everything but give the men of the Lord the fucking credit. Credit is due.
There's a little bit more in here. It say Proverbs 24 and 21. My son, fear thou the Lord and the king, and meddle not with them that are given to change.
Yeah, so sorry, fuck you. All right, because you given over to change, man. You went down there and got the booster you did, man. You went down there and took Vanessa. So the hell with you, man. You took it, good for you, man. And we pray all them stupid idiots in your congregation take it too.
Right.
Because you know what, other ISUPK, you guys ain't nothing but a bunch of fucking first grade dropouts, man. That's why you dumb niggas are gonna be destroyed. That's right. Dude gonna say some, oh, well, if John the Baptist was in the truth, he would have put on all black and shades and attended the UPK classes. What? So you telling me John the Baptist should have signed up for the UPK 2,000 years ago? And
UPK wasn't even around back then.
They probably was. They probably called themselves that shit then too, man. Because you always had what they called the chimmerums, man. Those priests of Baal, they wore black garments. They masqueraded as prophets, but they was really a bunch of rebellious ass witches. What is called the Chimmerum or something, but they were basically priests that were all black, aka the UPK. Like I did a breakdown on that a couple of months ago, man, and that shit lined right up with them niggas. So they've been around the whole time. Because they are the ones that John the Baptist cursed out and said, "Ye vipers, who fleed you, or who warned you of the wrath to come? Bring back fruit that's meet for repentance," man. So you were cursed out of the Lord in His service 2,000 years ago. That's why you're going down there and doing that madness. And you're going to take the you know what, too.
All right.
You know?
I got another precept.
Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
It said some of them. It didn't say all the men of the Lord. Some brothers are going to be tried in prison, man. You got to look at it like a balance, man. You know, people that's being tried heavily now versus the ones that's kind of escaping through. Y'all going to be the ones that's going to end up being in the prisons, man. Like we already spiritually speculated, and there's really no scripture to support it, at least I don't know, but you can speak these through the spirit. It's called skillful adding. But a lot of you guys that came in at the last minute, or a lot of you guys that kind of like on your own type deal or doing your own thing, you know, like a lot of these other guys that come from different camps and shit that repent, you know, that leave these different camps. You may be the ones that may be tried in these prisons, man. Because you niggas at the IUIC, you ain't catching no hell, man.
No.
You know, and those of you that repent of that congregation, the Lord may have to really test your faith in that day to make sure, you know, you His or not. You know?
And it says, shall cast some of you, and it even has it italicized, some, for a reason. So not all of us, okay? So you don't have to be so, you shouldn't fear it regardless.
Right.
You shouldn't fear it regardless, because if you got cast into prison, that actually might be a blessing, because you might have a mission in there to wake up somebody in that prison. And next thing you know, one of the hopeful elect brothers the Lord can send to get your ass out of there, or give you spiritual powers to break the fuck out of there.
It might just be a testament just to go in there just to get spiritual power.
Right, con. So you don't know how it's going to be. And they showed you in that movie, I think it's called What is the Mark? 666. They showed one of the prophets was in there. He was out in there prophesying the whole time, and his ass just fucking disappeared out of there. And he was always just popping up on motherfuckers, man. Everywhere.
You said it's called What Is the Mark?
Yeah. It actually shows you like.
Came out in the 70s?
I think so. It might have been
Like
70s.
an old movie?
No, I think it was like 80s.
Okay.
I think it came out in the 80s and shit. But they showed you the MOTB and everything, man.
Oh yeah, let's throw signs out. Yeah. That's a good point too, man, because the Apostle Gabar went into the guillotines again too, about how you can't be afraid to get your head put in the guillotine, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they got them shits back. Like, man, I don't know if they mandated yet, but they got them shits out there, man.
Right.
So what the hell you think that they're doing in these prison camps? Like on their website of the DCC, I think they were talking about neighborhood internment or neighborhood housing. So meaning Walmart, schools, parks, baseball stadiums, abandoned buildings. Even they can use development complexes to be what they call internment facilities or a concentration, because to be concentrated means just to be put in one particular place, man. So they're gonna concentrate everybody into these camps, man. You know, because like a lot of these Edomites you see down here, a lot of them, they going in them camps, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize it yet, but they going in them prison camps where they don't comply with this next lockdown. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is pissed off. They took back, you know what? But then they still on lockdown, man. That's stupid.
It says, shall cast some of you into prison that ye may be tried. And what the scriptures say, we are tried as gold in a furnace. So it's going to be a test, okay? And that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
That's right, brothers. So hey, be faithful unto death, man. Fear not death, okay? We're not supposed to fear death, because the scriptures say that going into fear, the Lord don't give us a spirit of fear. Right. The Lord doesn't give us a spirit of how can I say it? To be just totally terrified, though that's a human emotion, but your spirit will overtake it, man. And that's another way on how the Lord will deal with brothers in their mind with that sternness. Like if they come and grab you up, you know, the Lord will give you the mindset to deal with it because you already know what they expect. Versus other guys, they're not teaching that. So therefore, when it happens, like the Lord said, when he warned the Israelites back in 70 AD and told them the abomination that make desolation. When he talked about Titus and Vespasian coming up to besiege Jerusalem, you know, during the Masada period, Jake didn't take heed to the shit. They heard it, but they didn't take heed to it. That's why YAHAWASHI said, only if they knew the things that belong to their peace, now it's hidden from thine eyes, man. So it ain't like we ain't telling our people. We're telling Jake that FEMA camps are gonna be, that prison camps are activated.
They don't want to listen.
They ain't gonna listen because it's not, they can't fathom it, man. It's unlikely. They've had too much mirth and leisure in America, so therefore it's impossible for them to concentrate on it. Because the Spirit, Most High put a demon on them, man.
This is
And they're carnal. That's why the scriptures say that what is it? The carnal mind is enmity with the Most High. These Jakes have they have never accepted the truth. So therefore, that's why they're going down the path that they're going to this day. They were never spiritual to begin with.
Right.
So it's really not surprising that they're doing what they're doing. Because even though it makes total sense, it's a spiritual thing which is happening right now. The Lord is separating those from who are His and those from who aren't His.
Right.
You know, so you don't have no choice but to. These motherfuckers in the world, they don't got no choice but to get Maxine and shit. It's because the Lord don't want they ass. They're niggas. They ain't meant to resist. If they resisted, that would mean that they actually was in the spirit.
So Tazaria, the Most High don't want you. Hey, is that high enough or is it too low? Camera?
I'm getting y'all.
You getting them?
Yeah.
It's 2 Corinthians 13:5. It say,
get Sirach too, bro.
It say, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that YAHAWASHI HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates?
So you gotta get tried, man. You gotta prove yourself. You gotta do certain work. You gotta really question yourself and ask yourself, am I really in this thing? Right. Sometimes they take a hard look in the mirror and say, you know what, I'm fucking up, I'm bullshit. Because we all have those thoughts like, man, we ain't worthy. We feel like we're gonna fall short of the hoop. We all feel like that, man. Especially when you seeing brothers on fire, and then you feel like, man, there's so much more I could be doing. But those brothers that's on fire have the same fears you got, man. You know what I'm saying? They just don't show it because they're confident in what they do. But nonetheless, man, brothers are thinking the same thing. I hope I make it. I hope I make it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say examine yourself, because we all have strengths and weaknesses, man. If you don't examine yourself and understand where you're lacking and where you need improvement at, how are you going to pray for the Lord to increase you? You know, you have to understand what needs, what you need from the Most High to help increase you. And if you think you got it, then you might not make it. But we all need YAHAWASHI, don't we? Shit.
Yeah, that's why we need this to happen. We need this, man, because this is better for us. Like, well, damn, fucking lost my train of thought, but yeah, y'all got precepts with them out. It'll come back to me.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright, and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, man. Hey, sometimes we be so in a hurry to get out of our folly and our bullshit, man. Sometimes the Lord wants you to sit there and endure it. You know, as soon as you catch in hell, man, you're like, Lord, get this over with. But in the process, you're being purified. It might don't seem like it, but down the line, you realize like, oh shit, I did grow from that. Because it doesn't have the same effect on you as it did. Like back in the day, something will piss you off, but as you continue to learn that lesson, eventually your spirit is built up to it. It's like spiritually bodybuilding, man. After a while, that weight ain't gonna be so heavy. Then the Lord ain't gonna elevate you to another level. And his ultimate test is what's getting ready to go down now. Book of YAHAWAH, you failed already, man.
Failed.
You failed.
Completely
you started, you failed, man. Hey, send me that video when you get a chance, because I didn't know he even did it.
No, I sent it in a group thing.
Oh, you sent it? That's
Yeah,
what you sent today?
Yeah. I sent a lot, but the most recent text was that.
Okay. And he actually took the shit, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna piss y'all off. Brother's gonna cuss his ass out.
Well, hey, we know
His
what the
brother
new
Wakai
speak is
Kwam
next week.
shared it.
Yeah, that's the spirit, because I was just thinking, man,
Oh,
the
man.
Lord is about to do another sifting period. There's been heavy sifting periods over the past 2 years, but it's been in sections. So now we about to experience another heavy sifting. Motherfuckers about to be out of there, man.
And the aim is 9.
Because during this, cause the time that's to come, man, niggas can't give up fucking going to the damn gyms and they want to be seen. They want to go to their bars and restaurants. They want to get all these dots and take them on dates there.
Yeah.
So now that's gonna squash
Oh,
all that.
that was the whole point of letting up from the lockdown. So these people could get a sense of freedom back again, so they can feel it and desire that again.
Snatch
You know
it
what I'm saying?
It's basically there. The brother said it's psychological warfare. They're playing with people's mind. They kind of like bang the carrot in front of your face.
Right, like, yeah.
Snatch it back.
Yeah. All you gotta take the vaccine.
Like, look at mommy, look at Gary.
Yeah.
Yes, 160 million people lost the psychological warfare already. But once you allow them to break you in terms of taking the juice, you easy pickings for the rice grain now, man.
We're done.
You're done.
What the bro was saying earlier when there's scripture in Proverbs, it says, don't mess with those that meddle with change. That's all of these people, man. Because y'all, first they said you gotta stay 6 feet apart. You know, then they said it was 2 weeks. Then they said you just gotta wear a face covering. And every single way y'all follow
listen.
this, man. Y'all listen every single time. To finally he convinced y'all to take the you know what. And now look at y'all niggas, man. So y'all keep falling for the same shit. He been dangling this shit. Y'all are giving into change. Y'all meddle. That's meddling with people who are giving over to change, man.
Those people,
you know?
they call them, those are lunatics. They're really psychotic. I remember I told this story before. There was this guy named Roger Jordan. We called him football head. I just get into a fight with him all the time.
Football head.
Kick his ass.
Hey Arnold.
He was just like one of them irritating, snot-nosed kids. Like you just want to beat the fuck out of him. So he was fighting this nigga named Roger Crawford, right? So Roger Crawford, bam, stole him, bam, cracked Roger ass. He's so stupid, so Roger started chasing him. Raj turned around and kept hitting him with the same punch. With the same punch. He'll run, boom, run, boom, run, boom, and keep hitting the nigga. And that's these people. We already knew when they shut it down last year what they was gonna do. We said that 2 week shit gonna be a month, it's gonna be 6 months. To the point they didn't took you niggas
They
a whole
played
year and a
games.
half.
Right.
Drug you a whole year.
Gone, bro.
And ain't nothing.
Because that's what they said at first. They would say, oh, the lockdown may be for a month. It may be 2 months.
Yeah.
Right.
It may be a couple weeks. Okay, we got to reinstitute the lockdown. The numbers not going down.
Right.
When they planned that from the beginning.
I got a quick.
We told y'all that shit was gonna happen, man. We said that it was gonna come down to this.
Right.
So now-
Don't the scriptures say that his words were sweeter than honey?
Yep.
But war was in his heart. You know what I mean? That's this devil. He's, we got to worry about the health and the old people. You don't give a fuck about the old people. Why the fuck you got old people on blood pressure medication then? That's destroying their own fucking their vascular system.
Right.
Right.
but you care about old people, right? You got them in old homes.
Right.
When you had an older person, right, your family would take care of you. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you got them in old folks' homes, withering away.
Like the stupid bitch on a news clip when she fake cried and shit.
Oh yeah. Then she started laughing.
And shit. Man, they playing you people,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
They're
she's
playing
a
you
demon.
people, man. You people are being played by this fucking country.
Yeah.
You people are being, America is not gonna go back to what it was, man. That day is dead.
Right.
It's dead.
It's over with. The elites, they want this place to shut it down. They're done with it. They're done with it, man. And see, you people are holding on to this false sense of hope so damn hard, and you don't want to believe the words that we're saying. You keep saying, oh, it's not going to, your mentality there is, it's not going to get that bad. It's not going to get that bad what the brother's talking about. But yet, in the meanwhile, it's getting that bad. They're forcing you to take this fucking shit, man. It's getting that bad, and it's getting right to the point where the MOTB getting ready to come out, and then they're going to be looking around like, oh, shit. Damn. Damn.
And you know how it's bad? We can't even say the mark.
Right.
We can't even say it.
Right.
That's how you know it's bad, because
He
the
knows that.
Esau, he wants to cover up what he's really doing.
Bro,
Right.
nigga, dog, you out of here, man. You cannot rewrite the script. I did a video about the people that took in the government, if they lie about it, get 5 years. I didn't say C9, nothing. I didn't even say the MARK. This bitch took it down, man.
Damn.
Took the whole fucking video down.
Yeah.
And
Because
then
it's
they get-
exposed. Because he knows that we're right around the corner from him actually implementing it. So he doesn't want anything to foil his plans.
Right.
He doesn't want because the prophet's message is powerful. So if people actually knew, then they would,
They
you know.
would take heed.
But then it's like Esau's like, nah, I gotta, you know, he's crafty like that.
And peep this, right? You remember doing the appeal? You had 1,000 words you can write. Now you only can write 300 fucking words. The appeal was limited to 300 words, bro.
Damn.
Esau, he ain't reading that shit anyway, man.
He don't care.
Nah, he don't care if it's a GMS page.
Yeah,
he don't give a
it's
fuck.
automatic. He'll wait 24 hours and just
He
tell
just
your
say
ass,
like, nah,
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah, he got your
And these are
eyes-
pages that only quote unquote get 150 views at the most, 200 views, 10 views, 12 views.
Yeah,
Why
like-
you worried about me?
Right,
I'm only, you know.
Right,
I'm a little
yeah.
nigga on the
You know what I'm saying? It's pages out there with 300 million fucking views, man, averaging a million views. But you worried about me?
Well, that's the thing, because the brothers, you made a good point. The prophet's message is powerful. Hey, we're kicking them right in the fucking nuts, because you
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brothers all uploading what, one video a day? Do the math on that. That's
brothers upload 8 videos a
that's
day.
numbers,
I
man.
can't keep up.
We are putting thousands of shows up per day. So yeah, one brother's video, you might think, oh shit, I'm only getting 2 views. I only got 2, 3 subscribers, and you think you're getting discouraged, bro? You are doing some fucking damage to these damn devils, man.
It's to the point because YouTube ain't even working. They getting laid off and they can't check all that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, we should get you niggas job security, man.
Right.
Just off the men and learn alone, y'all getting job security off that
Right.
shit.
'Cause there's strength in numbers, man. The Lord said His word has gone forth, and it shall not return unto Him void. So now we've been prophesying about the MOTB, what, years, man, decades. The elders been talking about it since they got on YouTube on the scene.
The 80s.
The 80s, man. So that's a long time you've had warnings of this thing happening. All of a sudden now, of all times, they're taking all the videos down for it. This should tell you what time it is, man.
It's Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon hath been the golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. And just as the brother was explaining, you know, telling these people that they're gone, man. Now you listen to CNN, Fox News, CBS to give you a accurate update of what's going on in the world. You're mad, man. The world is on fire. The world is burning right now.
You heard about that earthquake that hit Haiti?
Haiti, yeah.
Yup.
It was a
Con, you got Sakari talking about pray for Haiti, man.
Yeah, I
What
saw
the fuck
that
is
too.
wrong with you, man?
Hey,
We ain't praying for no fucking
Hey,
Haiti.
We say call all y'all
what my
Yahawashi
man
outside.
Busy say, he said, hey, motherfuck Gucci.
Right. Con,
Haiti, nigga. Them witches down there, that's the Lord judging them.
Con. That's like you going against the Lord's judgment. Why the hell you gonna pray? You should praise the Lord that the Lord brought a fucking earthquake on them
They don't care about
backwater
the lake.
fucking Levites, man.
You can't take a nigga that got a reality show serious.
Right, yeah.
Urban Gorilla.
The urban
hip-hop
gorilla.
house niggas, man. You know,
He's on the campaign.
Yeah, urban gorilla, you sell out.
That's
And
beautiful.
the Most High gonna destroy y'all too, man.
right.
This nigga, bro sent a picture. This nigga got a fucking, what's that he had? You seen that turban he had?
Yeah.
You seen that? What
Yeah.
kind of gun was that?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been a long time.
It had to be a machine gun,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No, that was an old picture because it just came out this week.
Because I seen an old picture of him on the strip.
No, it was new one.
I ain't seen that.
Oh no. Them niggas, but you had what's the other brother, man, the light skinned brother that kind of looked like Sakari? What's his name?
Hassad,
No, the one that looked Hassad, the light skinned brother.
younger one with the braids.
He ain't even like low key. He ain't feeling that shit. He ain't feeling it, bro. You can see it all in his spirit. When Alizé talk, just look at how Hassad be looking at him like, man, this nigga's full of shit. You can see it all in his spirit.
Yeah.
Bro, you need to come from under that, man. You need to leave them niggas alone, bro. And go out there and do your own thing.
That's right.
And teach the apostles' doctrine.
Scripture say, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. So you're going off and you stand underneath that nigga, man. The Lord, you're gonna be caught in the crossfire when he get judged. And he will get judged.
And the Spirit said also, don't make yourself an underling to a fool, man.
That's right.
Be careful, man.
That's right.
The reality TV show is foolish. Especially
Dumb
in
as shit.
times. You know, like how you got time to do a reality TV show with all this shit going on, man?
Urban real.
That's ridiculous, man.
See, that's what happened when Frankie put you on, man. Frankie
Yeah.
put him
Frankie.
on. Frankie,
Got a
man.
demon on him.
Yeah, that Frankie demon.
Hey, man, yeah.
Frankie, man, hey, you ain't nothing to mess with, man.
He just want views, man.
Papa
Anybody,
Howard
he
warned
just
y'all
want to
about
grab anybody that's a
everything, man.
so-called Haitian. That's what he's doing this for. Pray for Haiti and all of this. But see, this
He might not
earthquake,
even be a real Levite.
but like the last earthquake killed what 200,000 in Haiti, and this
Yeah.
earthquake is a higher magnitude. So Lord willing, he kill even more than that this time. You know.
Well, the Lord going, I pray to YAHAWASHI sink that whole goddamn island, man, because them Dominicans and Haitians, them some wicked
Yeah,
mofos, bro.
there ain't a GMS
Ain't
camp
no
in
camp
Haiti, is
down
there?
there, man. I think we had a brother down there. If I'm not, no, we got a camp. I think like in Barbados or somewhere. But still, it's in that region. But still, man, them niggas got the word down there. And the most time, he's not dealing with Haiti. You know? Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Sirach chapter 2, verse 4. It says,
Give me Proverbs 3 and 5, brother.
whatsoever is brought upon thee, take it cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state.
Hey, Rob, brother, do me a favor, get Isaiah 8, started verses 12.
It says,
Hold it, though.
for gold is tried in a fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Acceptable men. That means that all men will be tried, but all men are not acceptable, man. You see what I'm saying? Just because you got a God in the truth doesn't mean he's of the elect. Prime example, Cesara Quack. He already went down there and dealing with Nessa now, man.
He's gone.
You outta
He's
here.
a quack.
And then everybody look up to that clown. Motherfuckers gonna follow right in his footsteps. So you got a lot of blood on your hands.
Right.
Because we all made a pact with YAHAWASHI that we was not gonna deal with that shit. Apostle said that if anybody in GMS take the jab, you out. And you have a right to do that.
I got the definition of cheer. It's cheer. Actually, this is the etymology. It's the face, the countenance, especially as expressing emotion. The face. So you can't be always in a downtrodden. Like you can tell when brothers are fucked up in the spirit, but you gotta work yourself out of that. You know what I'm saying? You can't always be even like it's the one thing to feel away inside, but to where it starts showing in your spirit, that's when you start going off, man.
Do it help that? Stop watching porn.
Yeah, God.
You be fucked up watching that shit, man.
That's the spirit, because you just said when it was 200 something that died. It says 227 dead now.
Damn.
Hundreds.
220,000.
But wait, y'all notice, right?
Yeah.
When it comes to Israelite nations, they always give a so-called accurate number. If that was over there in Indonesia, they'd probably say, oh, it's like 67 people died,
Right.
20 missing and shit. They never give the real statistical facts, but when it comes to Jake, all of a sudden, 100 million died. Like that fucking mudslide in Indonesia. How many people done died over there? Hundreds of thousands of
Right,
people.
it was a lot.
Yeah.
We densely populated area.
Same thing what happened in China 2 weeks ago. They said that China is a risk of 7 million people on the verge of dying, all because of earthquakes and mudslides. Like y'all been seeing the weather overseas, man? It's been nuts, bro.
Floods and floods
Floods,
out
man. Fucking red tide, red algae washing up on shore. You got animals and sea creatures that wasn't even supposed to elevate above a certain depth of the ocean washing up on shores, man. You got sharks that swim into fucking regular fresh water because the oceans are so goddamn hot. You got fire in the oceans like the Nile. I think it was the Nile River or something like that. No, not the Nile, Salaki. It was a river over there in Nigeria that was on fire, man. Same thing like in the Gulf Coast.
That's the spirit, because the other brother in Denver camp, he said personally he seen the fucking skinwalker, man.
Wait, what?
Yep. Said he seen that shit.
Gar?
Yep.
Damn.
He said he know what the fuck it was. He said it was like a wolf man. It was like a dude. But across it, so that's that time the scriptures talk about beasts shall change their places. So hey, we've been saying that shit coming out, man.
They coming for keisters.
Boogeyman.
They coming for all you fucking momos.
Yeah,
you wicked 2/3 ass niggas. Cause what was that faggot that saw the shit? He allowed to know that skinwalker. He was tripping, man. You motherfuckers running across the damn hill, came right across that damn pole.
Yeah, that nigga was like,
They had the nerve to quote the scripture.
Hey, I appreciate Proverbs chapter 9, verse 6.
We gonna refer to them momos as punkies, man.
It says, forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding.
That's right.
No,
you got it, brother.
Proverbs 9 and 6 again. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. He that reproveth a scorner getteth to himself shame.
That's right.
And he that rebuketh a wicked man getteth himself a block.
That's right, man. So, in some instances, man, after you rebuke certain jakes, let them go. Let them go, man. Just let them. Because you know what? I noticed this shit is in my teeth, so lock you. Jake feed off negativity, man. Like, if you ever want a chick, say something negative to her, man. Watch her whole demeanor change. If she was ignoring you, call her a bitch.
Yep.
She gonna fuck you after that. But now that's neither here nor there. But no, Jake feed off negativity. So you remember like this guy Yakanan? He was itching for brothers to go back and forth with him because what he was doing was trying to expose brothers of what they did in their personal lives. Like I remember this man pulled up a picture of this man, bro. He was probably fresh in the truth because bro called him the devil because bro had a bitter light in his hand, bro. He said this man is the damn devil.
Drinking a beer. Oh shit.
Bro had a scar, but that was when your grandmother died, remember? He was at a funeral and shit. So it's like, motherfucker, how the man is wicked because he got a picture of a bitter light on the damn post, man. Nobody ever called you out for having that fucking 5-point pentagram on your introductions either. It was red and black. But you're old news anyway, man. Nobody's worried about you.
Proverbs 9 and 8, it says, reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
Right, man. So, hey, the scripture says it's better to hear the rebuke of the righteous, man. So, hey, take heed. Cesariac, man, you better repent. You better repent, man, and pray the Most High have mercy on you because, hey, when they started activating whatever they gonna do, they gonna do something and people gonna start bugging out. Doctors already said that within 2 or 3 years, people are just gonna go like birds falling out the sky.
Right.
Them doctors know something, man. That's why they left them organizations.
Right.
They ain't just making that shit up. It's too detailed.
Right.
Like, oh, that's disinformation, but yet you get on a camera and falsify 500,000 cases with no type of evidence if shit existed. But oh, we supposed to listen to that. But you got a doctor that knows the science and went into everything and broke it down. Oh, that's just disinformation.
Yep.
But yet I can have a bitch with a mask on saying, oh, well, you know, Missouri is a new hotbed, and everybody believes that dumb shit.
Right.
You people are out your minds, man.
Right. Yeah, that's why I say forsake the foolish and live. Y'all follow the dumbest man in the fucking history, Esau.
And then this guy was
Always calls him the basis of men, and he's actually based in every aspect. He's based in spirituality, physicality, everything. The only area where Esau, the only two areas where Esau excels is lies and the sword. That's it.
That's it.
There's nothing else that he's good at.
That's it, bro.
Hey, that boy stat, like you know how in them old games of basketball you can put your stats 99, that nigga shit is 0. You can't even put his stats up. He got 99 on murder and 99 on deception.
That's it.
yeah.
That's it.
That nigga 0 for 100 in that shit. Like, he 100 and 0 with that shit.
Yeah.
Proverbs 9 and 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser.
That's right.
Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning.
Right, because the brothers, man, when they get rebuked, they want to know where they erred at so they don't offend.
Right.
Because it's scary when you get rebuked, like, oh shit, because this could be it. You know, so when you get rebuked, you tighten up. You tighten up because that means the spirit is locking in on you, you know? The spirit come against you, you off going, then the spirit is zooming in on you. You instantly like, okay, I need to wisen up. I need to smarten up. I need to start taking advice and doing what I need to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Versus a nigga that's ignore it. A nigga that don't see himself being accountable for nothing. Because you got a lot of unaccountable niggas in the truth. man.
Yes.
They don't hold themselves accountable for shit.
That's like a bitch.
It's always what you did.
That's
Nigga,
a
what the
woman's
fuck you do?
And when you rebuke that, they say you can't bang it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Rebuke is now labeled as camp banging in Israel right now, man. But this is part of our culture. That's how you keep order in a society is correcting mishaps. But when nowadays when you people have mishaps, you do unity camps and be one big ass camp of confusion, man.
That's right. Well, that goes into a lot of these niggas that's raised by single mothers, man.
Right.
Because
you gotta get out of that.
That's a feminine trait.
You gotta get out of
when
that.
you can't take correction.
Yes.
Why? Because you're emotional. Because you were raised by a girl. So you're so worried about your feelings being hurt. Or he said it in a mean way. That's why niggas say, hey, you can't cuss.
Yep.
Or you can't raise your voice at me. You can't talk a certain way. Why? Because you got that effeminate mentality.
Right.
So see, the trait of a man is masculine and austerity. But niggas, they don't want you to say nothing. You can't say shit to
That's the
them.
spirit. Right. I was with the brother yesterday, man, and we made a move yesterday. Man, we got into it with this one bitch. She gonna say, "Are we from East Africa, Ethiopia?" I said, "You dumb bitch, man." It's got to the point that I got
end up.
Yeah, got to the point. I'm like, okay, we all listen. You all prosperities and shit. Why you out here at a certain time looking like a whore? You know, before you try to come and say what we saying. So, bro was breaking it down to her like, look, how you gonna get mad because my man speaking facts? You know what I'm saying? And how he's saying it. Not one time have he disrespected you, but you cussing at us. You see the double standard? The nigga woman could be all out of order and shit, but the minute you become a man, that's when it's a problem. Right. So I cursed their ass out and sent them down the street. And what make it so bad, you had two cucks there. What's the word for them niggas again?
Punks?
No, yeah, punkies. Goddamn Iscarite, man, gonna come up and say something. Well, no, but she just saying, I said, man, bro, you gonna super simp now?
Hey, they lucky this ain't the ancient world, man, because dude, we just be taking heads off.
I wanted to, bro, if I could have grabbed the space, bro,
Yeah.
and really, like, put a knee in it, bro, I would have done it, man. Cause he gonna say, well, well, I was like, so what would y'all
And it's not off strength of her being right or wrong, it's off strength of just her being a woman.
Being a woman.
Right. The fuck out of here.
And then he gonna say, well, we was always over here before we came. I said, you fucking dummy, y'all was not always over here, y'all were brought over here. And then I was like, well, what language was you speaking first? And then he kept running from the question, well, how many languages do you know? I said, no, that's not the question. What language did you speak first? Since you want that Spanish bullshit, what was your first native tongue? And he couldn't say
He don't know.
Goofy.
He just say emotional
That's
punk.
an emotional punk.
This Hebrew 12 and 5. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him.
Yeah, because you got men that take rebuke personally, man. I mean, you rebuke a Jake, man, his whole world comes down. Try to rebuke a Jake on the street, outside of Prophesy, that shit gonna end a gunplay, man.
Yeah. When it said faint when thou art rebuked of him, your manhood faints, man. As this brother said, when you raised by a woman and the man actually teach you correction, that whole masculine energy you have is gone. Right. Now you go back to what you used to as being a feminine male.
Hey, right. Jake threw out here, man.
They're gonna respond in a woman way.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that
spirit.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. Spirit revealed that. Hey, you got a precept. When you speak like certain things, like you gotta kind of code it so they don't take it down. Like when you speak on the V, say Vanessa.
Oh, they took it down?
No, they didn't. Luckily, I don't think because you was on camera, but yeah, man, they be tripping up. But yeah.
Well, I mean, they take it down. You know, sometimes I slip up and say it.
It's all through spirit, brother. You good.
Going to the feminist stuff about the single part, that's part of it too. But also, if you look at social media, I'm bad here. We can go into TV shows and let's say like The Shy. If you look at The Shy, it's so effeminate.
It's fucking up.
They got the women masculine.
Yep.
You got homosexuals in there.
Yep.
But for the man, now you got little boys looking at The Shy too.
Gone.
You got little boys looking at the man only being two things: effeminate and drug dealer. That's it.
Man.
That's it.
That's
and then
witchcraft.
now when you go back into the 70s, you know, when they had Good Times, James Evans.
They wasn't taking no work in the 9 to 5.
James Evans, he whooped ass and he kept his house in order.
Yep.
And they didn't want that. That's one of the reasons why they took him off the show. Because there, you had little boys such as myself. You know, I was born in '77. But during the '80s, I saw, you know, good times, and I had a father in my household.
Right.
So when you look up as a child, you know, when you want to see who you emulate, who you want to, you know, who you're going to be like as you get older, you look at your father. And if you didn't have a father in your household, you look at the man that's on TV.
But
you know?
one thing about Good Times is beautiful is because especially JJ and Michael, they feared their father.
Exactly. Even them.
Yeah.
Even the girl.
They had fear of your father.
She was very hesitant on how she spoke to her father, even the wife.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, but in the way they did kind of give her a little part where she kind of snapped back a little bit.
Right.
But that was out of order also. But he still had power in his house.
Right.
When James came through that, he slammed that door. He got that nose turned up.
Everybody
like,
got
oh,
Oh yeah. Especially when he took that boy back in the back and closed the door and started whooping his ass with that belt.
And that's the
And that
spirit.
fear came through the house. And that was righteous fear to put away evil.
Yeah, come on.
And that's the spirit, because what they pivoted you to is like shows like the Cosby, where you had this lawyer in the household versus the doctor, and they started trying to split it. This 50-50 dynamic.
Yeah.
You had this weak ass nigga in the house Bill Cosby played. You know, Heathcliff Huxtable.
He was just a clown. He was just.
Theo was a fucking beta simp, man. I hated you.
But you see how they pivoted everybody, how that became the most popular show? They didn't want James Devin on TV as the role model, man.
Even with Fresh Prince, I mean, Phil had some type of dominance, but the guy that played Phil was he's a damn punk, man. Even fucking good. What's the name of that show? George Jefferson.
Oh, George Jefferson.
He's a punky.
Yeah, it was.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
He was.
Serving him. Yeah. He's a punky.
Yeah. And that's the most dangerous thing, because to have a strength of a man but the mind of a woman, the men have the capacity to do more damage. Men are more willing to
That's the spirit, because you got the N-Dub here walking with her companion, the Momo, over there, man.
living alternative lifestyles.
Hey, these niggas gonna get their ass whooped. Proverbs 22:6. It says
They love
here,
them kind of niggas, man.
train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, man. That's why, hey, you notice like the 60s, 70s, 80s, those were manly eras. Even in the 90s, they said the 90s is probably like the last of a real austere generation.
Right.
Because a lot of cats I knew in the 90s, man, they pretty solid dudes. Unless they got around this punk shit, they valued and went down. Like I grew up in the 80s. So my heroes were people like Bruce Lee, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, who else? Give me throw something out there that came out in the 80s.
Mel Gibson.
Who?
Mel Gibson.
Like Manly, yeah.
Mr. T.
Mr. T?
Yeah. Shit. You had
Rocky Stallone.
Yep.
Sylvester
Rocky.
Stallone.
Yep.
Bruce Lee, you know, stuff like that, man.
Schwarzenegger. Yeah.
So we grew up action-packed. That's why niggas in the 80s like to fight.
Yeah, you don't see that nowadays, man.
That's when DBZ came out. It was invented in the 80s and shit.
And around that same time, they were basically destroying the men, because what they do, they squeeze you out of the job markets. And then they introduce drugs. And so what did Jake do? He started selling drugs. He was out of the crib, and before you know it, half the damn nation's locked up, man, or getting 30-year mandatory minimums.
Well, check this out.
And the nigga woman's in charge.
Hey, and you know what's so funny about what's so spiritual about this brother just said? Because he made a good comment about how the men was in like that show The Shot. That show The Shot is a lot of punk shit in there, a whole lot. All right, now check this out. Like the new shows now, like Power, the new 2 Power series. Guess who's leading? A fucking bitch, man.
A woman, yeah. Like
fucking Mary J. Blige. I mean, it's about Ghost's little son, but Mary J. Blige, she's like this dumb nigga queen pan.
Yeah, and the other one, Raising Canaan, his mother is the head of the operation. You ain't have no bitch leading operations like that back in the 80s, man.
She got the much. Little tall ass, man. But yeah, she ain't no goddamn alpha male, man. And then Kanan, this nigga want to follow footsteps of his mother. He could have went to school and became something, but he want to choose to sell dope. And then the nigga older uncle, the older brother, is taking orders from the little sister.
And
he's the older dude.
He the oldest. Ain't there something? He the oldest.
Wow, man.
It shows you what Esau wants to do with our people and who he wants to be in power. The name of the show is Power. But who's the face of the power now?
Damn
nigga woman, man.
Yeah. This Proverbs 21:11. When the scorner is punished, the simple is made wise. And when the wise is instructed, he receiveth knowledge. And right now, what we doing now, we're giving knowledge to the people that watch on how to run your house in order to the scriptures. Because if Esau told you how to run your house, it'll be a complete madness.
And you know, you can't run your house properly these days. You can't. That's why it's best to be alone, single, not dealing with these fucking women. Because the moment you try to put her ass in order, she's going with the wind. You're the bad guy now when you try to tell her not to go to the club, not to, you know, follow orders. You're the bad guy, so it's best to just be alone. The order of the household is gonna come in the kingdom. A lot of the women that we see, the exes and all that, they gotta die, man.
So like Elder Malcolm said, he said, majority of the women you deal with now ain't gonna make it. That's why I'm trying to tell brothers, man. They think they got that special lady in their life. And yeah, some of your wives gonna make it. We ain't saying that. But for the most part, a lot of them ain't even with you, man. They with you because they got to be for survival. But a lot of these women, man, when they mandate this shit, they gonna bug out, man. Wait till they start putting pressure on these women that they gotta have that job. That
lose
have
a
some
job.
type of sense of belief, they gonna have to lose that job. But she can't drive that new fucking Jeep or Porsche no more. But she can't go home and put $500 on a link card. They gonna go down there and take that jab. Same thing out there in Austria, man. Dude got on the fucking on the TikTok or something, and he basically said they kicked his neighbor's door in and took his 11-year-old daughter. So they coming for the kids too. And that's gonna make a lot of guys pop, man. Because we were discussing it in the group chat on how brothers are taking their kids out of school now. Because they like, man, my kids ain't dealing with that shit. So, hey, brothers, it's time to go off faith.
Just to finish it off, Proverbs 21:12, it says, the righteous man wisely considereth the house of the wicked, but the Most High overthroweth the wicked for their wickedness. So you have to wisely consider how backward you say the house of the wicked. So how Esau's household is ran. The woman's on top, the kids are out of order. You know, the comedians always make the joke. Every time they go to the white person's house, the kid is cussing out the moms. You know what I'm saying? I think Eddie Murphy did that joke too.
Or he doing some punk shit.
Yeah.
That's how you might both get down.
I'll give you an example, right? I mentioned bringing the woman in order. You can't tell that bitch that to take the wave out of her hair and have her hair natural.
Right.
You can't tell her that.
She hate herself too much, man.
That's just ingrained from a young. But I had a precept too. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 3, verse 9. It says, for the blessing of the father establishes the houses of children.
Proverbs 14.
But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations.
Yeah, and that's typically, man, I ain't want to get on these hoes, but hey, if you pay attention to the households, you see women, no father, and the kids, man. That's not how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a man that's the head that runs the family. The woman's supposed to take the orders from the men, and it's expounded on down to the kids. But women, they take pride on being fucking single parents, man. You're supposed to have a man in your household teaching the kids, man.
Oh well.
But you choose to go down there and put the nigga on child support, and then wonder why he ain't fucking with you in the first place. And then you have all these kids, and then you think the government owe you a fucking handout. No. The scriptures tell you what you're supposed to do.
And it's so backward because these women now they'll have kids with a Jake, get them on child support like you say, and then they turn dyke. And now you got a fucking Boosie fade motherfucker with titties raising your
child.
Right,
you know they all got Boosie fade.
Or dreads. A lot of the
dreads or Boosie fade.
It's psychologically it's fucked up because the women know and they spirit they're supposed to have a man over them.
Man.
So what they want to do, they want to be the man so motherfucking
Right.
bad.
Right.
They want to be able to do
Hey,
what
you
he
know
can
what's
do
funny?
so bad.
I seen a TikTok video, and
Like that little, like that little boy, him, if that child's father don't grow up in his life, that woman gonna destroy that kid, man. She gonna destroy them kids, man.
Right.
Absolutely.
Shalom, brother.
Come on, man.
I seen a video on TikTok where these two lesbians, I guess they was dealing, right?
What's
and
up?
you had the
Ray Millstone. What camp you with? You ain't camp?
all right, bro.
All right, man. That's good.
You had the masculine lesbian, right? But they were singing a song because she was trying to fix the car, right? She was trying to fix a car, and they was like, no, this some real nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? It was like a song that said like, this ain't for me. This some shit that you need a real man to deal with.
You know?
You got a gun on his hip.
Yeah.
Like even if you got a concealed a gun on your hip, you a Jake in America, man. Be smart. cover that shit up, man? Why you trying to prove a point?
That's
They can easily come.
No, I got his shit on camera
that's
too.
Safari spirit, man.
Dumbass.
Yeah, you probably don't have the credentials to get it concealed. And then on top of that, you can open carry, but as a so-called black man in society, that is not smart.
That is not
to
smart,
have that
bro.
shit open carry because Esau gonna roll up and he looking for promotion. And he
Right.
gonna see this black man had a fucking gun on his head.
Or
He's a
also, you
threat.
got niggas that will come up to you and snatch your gun. Like there was one incident I seen on video at a gas station. One nigga had his shit on his hip, and he actually tried to snatch his shit from him, and they ended up getting in a shootout. So like, why would you show your shit like that? If somebody, it's better off somebody don't know that you got it on you versus okay, I see this nigga got his shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got it on you, don't let people see your shit.
If Esau was in his park, a cop, they'll stop fuck with him. They'll fuck with him. And
There's an open and closed case right there because he can easily, shoot and kill the guy.
Yeah.
We get shoot on camera with doing nothing.
nothing.
But while he got that gun on him, there's an open closed case right
Oh,
there. He got a weapon.
He got a big old weapon right there. They
Yeah.
he ain't going to jail.
That
And his
shows-
handprint is on it. So they can say that he
say he
pulled it
pulled on
out.
it.
Right? Yeah.
Hey, what
That's
the
not
scripture
wise.
say? What the Lord tells us to do with the sword, man. Put the sword up into its place. Where's your faith at, man?
And you see this nigga didn't come up and deal. You know, we believe in the scriptures. We believe in YAHAWASHI. You see what he's worried about. He want to take a stroll in the park with this bitch, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know
Fuck
what?
you.
But he kind of got the wind that we didn't want to fuck with him. We kind of gave him a spirit like, don't even come up here. Because if I
Yeah,
feel
the
like
spirit
he
rejected him,
yeah,
you know?
bro, he would have got cursed out. He would have got cursed out so bad to the point he would have want to pull his gun on us. So he ain't want to deal with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because niggas like that are gonna get straight up destroyed.
Right.
Because he walking around here and it's not even out of sincerity. He just want people to know that he got it.
Right.
Oh no, I wish a nigga would. Esau will smash you, man.
We want niggas to know that he's niggas think this
And that's
shit is
promoting a
bad.
bad image, man. Because by him having that Hebrew shit on there,
Right.
they looking at us like we on the same thing. Esau could come. Esau would be justified on fucking with us now.
Right.
Just like the guy that HOI.
Yeah.
Right, because
About a
you
year
got
or so
two
ago.
brothers with the same, the name of the Lord on
Yeah.
it. So yeah, that's a bad look.
And Esau paints a broad picture with a wide brush, bro.
Right. Because you never know who watches. And my mom always say, always don't ever think nobody watching. It can be, they can be sitting in the customer taking pictures and building a collage of Israelite brothers with guns and stuff. They violent. You see all this right here?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's how Esau
All these
does.
pictures, and it just build up to be, something that is not, true.
Right.
Hey, we all got cases on this, man.
I got another
We all
precept.
got files.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations. So hey, you got to be happy about how the hell you catch now, man, because you got niggas like Tazari Quack that's been living deliciously as a Hebrew Israelite in his fucking club. Just kicking it and enjoying his life. You should be happy if you're catching hell right now, because the times that come where the scriptures gonna be flipped, and we won't be catching hell no more. The scriptures talk about in Isaiah 65 how his servants shall eat and rejoice in that day. So you want to catch it now, and you should be happy when you fall in the trial and temptations right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Because dudes like that walk by, man, he ain't going through nothing. He's living delicious. He got his head lined up, got his woman out
He
here
got
in
his old
the
lady.
park. He
Well,
walking.
I don't do camps.
He ain't no camp.
Get out of here, then.
What do you do to work, brother? Even if you're not in the camp, you
Right.
go out.
Of
Right.
course not.
Exactly.
We don't go out.
Because if you're not involved in the camp, you ain't doing no works. You doing the work by wearing that fucking necklace to show somebody you're
Oh,
an
I
Israelite.
believe.
That's supposed
It's
to be.
funny because the camps is how this nigga knows he's an Israelite.
Yeah,
Exactly.
The camp's got him got a gun on his hip.
Because one nigga out there that ain't got a camp is teaching. What,
None.
Facebook niggas?
Right.
Don't nobody take them niggas. Them niggas is a joke, man.
Judah Mac.
Right.
Big Judah, Big Levi. What's up with all these big niggas, man?
Oh well, yeah, you do got dudes like that as well, that just try to push the truth through social media and shit,
Facebook,
but don't
yeah.
go out and teach.
Like the
And then they
conscious
bring
Hebrew?
in guys like that.
Yeah.
But
The
it's a lot of
reprobates,
females.
the undesirable.
Like there was this dude that lived by me. All of a sudden, we didn't really talk like that, but all of a sudden he started saying Shalom because he seen me come out. I think like I had my garment on me or something. And he started saluting me and stuff. I was like, okay, you like know about the camp and stuff? He's like, yeah, I watch, but I'll be mostly on Facebook. And I'm like,
You ain't got the right doctrine.
Well, let me put this precept out. This is the book of Psalms 44, and I'm gonna start at verses 4. It says, "Thou art my king." Matter of fact, let's start at 3. It says here, "For they got not the land in possession by their own sword." What is this talking about? Rob, what's this talking about?
But they got up the land with their own sword.
Yeah. What land is it talking about?